Alright, welcome to my channel. Oh man, I've been waiting to do this series. Dragon Age Origins is my favorite game of all time, and I hope when you watch this walkthrough, it becomes yours too. Oh, I mean, just listen to that intro. Oh, just brings back so many memories. Oh, I just love this game. I don't know why, I just keep coming back to it. I've played every Origin, I've played so many different routes. But funny enough, the one route I didn't do, evil. I love the characters too much to ever do an evil run. But I think this is the best way to come back to this game, is to do that. To do the route I've never seen before. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a pretty unique run with yeah, in a way I've never done before. Because I love the characters too much to ever just like be rude to them or rude to people, so we're gonna go that route. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. There's gonna be a really sick cinematic right here, so I'm probably not gonna talk during it, because it's just gonna get you so hyped for the game coming up. It's just too good.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The Mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
And there we go. Yeah. Like, I mean, if that cutscene doesn't get you hype, that when they initially show the Grey Wardens. So awesome. So yeah, for those of you who already know, there's different races and different classes and different backgrounds. But for those of you who, this is your first intro to the series, which, hey, I'm happy that you're here with me for it. Yeah, so you can pick from 3 different races: human, elf, and dwarf. And, yeah, and so humans and elves, they can be all 3 different classes: rogues, mages, and warriors. Dwarves, however, can only be warriors and rogues, and you might wonder why. Well, dwarves actually have this resistance to magic. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. In fact, they even have the ability to 10% to be immune to any hostile magic towards them. There's something about the dwarves where their lineage, they actually resist magic, which is pretty interesting. So, other than them, the other 2 races you can be mages. Why I'm specifically talking about that is I'm actually going to be playing a elven mage, and obviously going that route brings me to the Circle Tower origin. So why is that important? Well, every race and class combinations have access to different origins. And these origins aren't just like a backstory that your character, like all this text at the bottom of the screen. Every single one of those origins you see at the bottom, all 6, are completely different beginnings to your game that are like different lengths. You can get different things happen in them. They are actually different stories that you cannot access if you're not that specific race and that specific class. So it's really interesting. So for example, as a human, if you're a warrior, you're a noble, or if you're a rogue, you're a noble. But if you have magic, you are sent to the tower, which all mages in Ferelden, unless you're on the run or an apostate, basically all mages are kept at the tower because everyone is scared of magic. We'll get into that in the actual origin because we're going to mage, so. But let's say hypothetically, you were a elven warrior. Well, now, you are either a Dalish elf, which are the typical elves you would think, which is live in the forest, live by nature, all that kind of stuff, or a city elf, which, being a city elf in Dragon Age is, not too fun. Elves aren't treated very well. They're considered like a second-class citizens, which I'll get more into in the future. Alternatively, yeah, and obviously being a rogue is the same thing. And then, yeah, and then they also get sent to the Mage Tower. And then for a dwarf, if you're a warrior or a rogue, you could be a commoner, which is a completely different lifestyle, or a noble. I personally have been debating for a while, and the reason I haven't started this series yet was which origin I was going to go with. I was debating between going dwarf noble and being a warrior or an elf mage. And that debate inside is what caused me to not really, even though this is my favorite game of all time and I've been doing YouTube for a couple months at this point, I couldn't decide because like both of them are so much fun. But they also have such dramatically how you would play the run, which companions you take. If any of you have played BG3, which considering it's one of the greatest games of all time, it's safe to assume you know the feeling of making a character based off which companions you're gonna take with you, right? Same thing here. You know, especially because in this one you can't, unless you're on PC and you're modding, you can't respec your companions to like completely different classes, you know? So in this one, your companions really are going to be pretty much locked into their build, unless you're on PC with mods, right? So, yeah, so going between those two routes. And also I'm planning on being an evil character. Those were the two most fitting origins as well as companion matchups. And I decided I'm gonna go mage. So, I'm gonna go elf, male elf, mage, and
Greetings.
so he'll be called Serentus Serana. That's his last name. Yeah, I'm going this route because I'm going to go in more detail as the game progresses on why I think the elf mage has the most capacity of being the evil origin. Other than noble. That's why I also consider noble. It was between those two. Those two have easily the most opportunity to roleplay and to consider your like the easiest reason why your character would be evil would be those two. So yeah. Other than that, I already came up with the look of my character. I'm just gonna speed run his appearance real quick. I don't think I changed much when I originally went in here real quick to figure out what I was going to do for him.
Greetings.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Don't want to spend too much time on it. But give him a giant nose? No. Honestly, yeah. Just base. That looks good. Okay, so... right. For veterans, it should be pretty obvious what I'm going to be investing in, but for newbies and new players, being a mage, obviously the magic stat seems pretty important. Well, it is. For any other class, not really. The magic stat is a dump stat. You know, one that you don't have to invest into. Mage, it's pretty much the most important stat. So I'm going to get myself up to 20. Con is important, but it's not... in this game, it's just literally just increases your HP. It's good, but it's not. There's other ways. And cunning is going to be pretty important for a main character because of persuasion. Persuasion is... or coercion, but basically it's what you would expect. Being better at talking. Being the main character. Want that. Magic. So there's there's 4 different main trees for being a mage. There's primal, which is like elements: fire, earth, ice, and lightning. There's creation, which is all about supportive stuff. Yeah, so like heal, mass regeneration, and offense or defense, etc. Haste is easily the most important for the creation tree, other than maybe the healing ones. As you'd expect, haste again is similar if you play BG3, how crazy powerful that is. Spirit's pretty good. There's a couple. It is both like in kind of death magic with these ones, like Animate Dead, Death Siphon, Walking Bomb, and then Entropy is like all about debuffs and all kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty good, pretty cool. For now though, I'm gonna keep it pretty basic. I'm gonna go Flame Blast. Flame Blast is always good. And I'm gonna go heal. Heal is just And oh yeah, and I'm going to be doing Nightmare for this run, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. Heal's pretty important, as you'd expect. Any mage it's worth grabbing a heal. It's just a one skill point, but makes a difference. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Here we go. So here will be the intro.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the dream realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
I am ready.
Know this, apprentice. If you fail, we Templars will perform our duty. You will die. This is lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
All right. Okay, so this weird place is the Fade. It's the realm that all magic users obtain their magic from. It's a different dimension where evil spirits and other entities exist and are always trying to find a way into the mortal realm. That's why mages are controlled in this universe, because of the threat of the entities from the Fade.
All right.
People are scared of
Can I get you a ladder?
the mages.
Get off my
because of
back?
what could happen. You could be possessed and then just turn into an abomination and then, kill everybody around you, so that's why the Templars are there to watch over and make sure you don't go
I'll get on.
get controlled, and they are not afraid to kill because it turns out when you oppress all the mages, some of them kind of go crazy and then become the very thing you didn't want them
Can
to
I get
become.
you a ladder?
Who would've
Get
thought?
off my back? All right.
Obviously these little wisp are the little tutorial beginning creatures. So if you're playing,
Someone else thrown to the wolves, as fresh and unprepared as ever. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars. Not to you, me, anyone.
I will succeed, right or not.
Well, you say that now. So have many others before you. Look at me. Look at what can happen. It's always the same. But it's not your fault. You're in the same boat I was, aren't you? Allow me to welcome you to the Fade. You can call me, well, Mouse.
Not your real name, I take it?
No. I don't remember anything from before. The Templars kill you if you take too long, you see. They figure you failed, and they don't want something getting out. That's what they did to me, I think. I have no body to reclaim, and you don't have much time before you end up the same.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen to me.
That has been said before, but you don't know the danger. There's something here, contained, just for an apprentice like you. You have to face the creature, a demon, and resist it. If you can. That's your way out. Or your opponents, if the Templars wouldn't kill you. A test for you. A tease for the creatures of the Fade.
Yeah, I don't understand why this test is so feared.
You would be a fool to just attack everything you see. What you face is powerful, cunning. There are others here, other spirits. They will tell you more, maybe help. If you can believe anything you see, I'll follow, if that's all right. My chance was long ago, but you may have a way out.
Alright, see you, rat. Nah, he's a
Dangerous spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
He's talking about in there. The spirit's over there. But, I am playing on Nightmare, so I do want to do an extra little bit here. It's prepared.
Alright.
So yeah, as you can see this little wheel here that I'm moving around, that's where you can, do equip. They're like your quick slots. Just lets you use spells instead of having to pull up this wheel here, which is like your active spells you can pick at any moment, and you can assign them to these spots here, just so you can have them quickly, but...
Another spirit this way. It never seemed equal to its name to me.
Another mortal thrown into the flames and left to burn, I see. Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you were pitted against each other to prove your mettle with skill, than to be sent unarmed against a demon.
I agree, but I didn't have a choice.
Indeed. The choice and the fault lies with the mages who sent you here. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. I wish you a glorious battle to come.
I need your help.
Of course. You are not the first mortal to seek my aid. I am not here to assist you, however. My purpose is to seek perfection, creating the ultimate weapon for the pursuit of valor. Without a doubt. In this realm, everything that exists is the expression of a thought. Do you think these blades be steel? The staves be wood? Do you believe they draw blood? A weapon is a single need for battle, and my will makes that need reality. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? I will give one to you, if you agree to duel me first. Valor shall test your mettle as it should be tested.
Alright, I'll duel you.
As you wish, mortal. We battle until I am convinced you are strong enough to defeat your demon. If you do not convince me, I will slay you. Are these rules understood? Our duel begins now. Fight with valor!
Got it. Now is better than later.
Valor prevails!
All right. Get on. On your guard, wretch!
Enough. Your strength is sufficient to the task. The staff is yours.
Of course it is. Yeah, well, my guy is evil, so that's why I chose to attack him, even though job's done. I'm not gonna wear, well, I'll tell you about the items after. I'll wait till this little area is done, and then I'll...
Can I get you a ladder? Get off my back. Now I better... Excellent! All right. Now All right.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of different spirits. Some basic area spirits.
It's a good day to die! Got it.
Be cautious. There is
I can't do
another
that.
spirit here. Not the one hunting you, but still.
You could probably on lower difficulties go straight to the fight, but I am playing Nightmare, so it's worth doing this side mission here.
So, you are the mortal being hunted, and the small one, is he to be a snack for me?
I don't like this. He's not going to help us. We should go.
No matter. The demon will get you eventually, and perhaps there will even be scraps left.
So this is a sloth demon. As you'd expect, he's peak laziness, so he's not going to want to help me for free.
Help you? Nothing can help you. Be gone. Surely you have better things to do than bother sloth mortal. I tire of you already. You have a very nice staff. Why would you need me? Go. Use your weapon, since you have earned it. Be valorous.
He looks powerful. It might be possible that he could teach you to be like him.
Like me? You mean teach the mortal to take this form? Why? Most mortals are too attached to their forms to learn the change. You, on the other hand, little one, might be a better student. You let go of the human form years ago.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How would I hide?
It's true. I am quite powerful in this form, and I wish to be.
I welcome the opportunity, if it is my choice. The mages in the tower are quick to volunteer others, as you well know. I'll try. I'll try to be a bear, if you'll teach me.
That's nice. But teaching is so exhausting. Away with you now.
I told you he wasn't going to help us.
You wish to learn my form, little one? Then I have a challenge for your friend.
Some riddles.
Answer 3 riddles correctly,
I haven't played
and
this
I will teach you.
since...
Fail, and I will devour you both. The decision is yours. Truly?
This gets more and more promising. My first riddle is this. I have
Seas with no water,
coasts
coasts
with no sand, towns without people, mountains without land. What am I?
Right, sorry, I was just gonna say, yeah, I haven't done this origin since the game came out, so I don't remember this. So I'm gonna have to figure this out right now. Okay, I have seas with no water, coast with no sand, towns without people, and mountains without land. A desert has water, so... Or sorry, that's the opposite. A desert does not have water, so that excludes that. I have seas with no water, coast with no sand, towns without... It doesn't really seem like a boat. The moon? I have seas with no water, coast with... The moon wouldn't have towns. Map? I have seas with no water, coast with no sand, towns without... Oh, it could be a map, actually. An idea? Nah. Nah. A dream? I have seas with... No, I think I'm gonna go with a map. Nice. Okay, nice.
Correct.
I am a mage, so I'm supposed to have a high end.
Second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have wit, you'll use me well. What am I?
I'm rarely touched, but often held. If you have a wit, you'll use me well. A handle? No. Rarely touched. My breath? No. Intelligence? No. Rarely touched. The only thing that's with wit would be the tongue. So I've used... I'm just gonna go with tongue on this one.
Yes, you're witty.
Okay, there we go. Good.
Fair enough. One more try, shall we? Often will I spin the tale, never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember me. What am I?
I spin a tale. Never will I charge a fee. I'll amuse you an entire eve, but alas, you won't remember. I don't think it would be a riddle. Spin a tale, never will I charge a eve. I don't think you would remember a liar. Could be music. A book? A spin a tale. Charge fee. No, you would remember a good book. Like, you definitely remember a spider. A dream, yeah. You could spin a tale. You have dreams no matter what. It will definitely... The last year... Yeah, and you don't remember dreams. Okay, so I'm gonna go with dream.
You are correct. Rather apropos here in
Nice.
trade.
Awesome.
But you've won my challenge and proven yourself an amusing distraction. So, I shall teach you my form. Now, listen carefully.
Like this? Am I a bear? It feels heavy.
Close enough. Go then, and defeat your demon, or whatever you intend to do. I grow weary of your mortal prattling.
Alright, there we go. I think we are as prepared as we're going to be for this fight. And our boy went from mouse to a bear. And he's got some unique attacks himself. Alright. So anyway, yeah, being a mage, there's all kinds of stuff you could do. More than just those trees that you saw.
Bet you I could kill it in
Just kill
2
trees.
blows. Got it.
That was kind of rough. But then I grabbed heal, huh? Alright, yeah, let's go for this fight and see how this goes. So, I'm hoping to make him the tank. He'll be up in the front. I'm gonna drop a save here. Alright. Nope. I saved and in the end it was pointless.
And there is a spirit of rage.
And so it comes to me.
So here's the guy
at
we're trying to fight.
last. Soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. You shall be mine, body and soul. Oh, I shall. So this creature is your offering, Mouse. Another plaything as per our arrangement.
I'm not offering you anything. I don't have to help you anymore.
And after all those wonderful meals we have shared, now suddenly the mouse has changed the rules.
I'm not a mouse now, and soon I won't have to hide. I don't need to bargain with you.
We shall see.
I'll get on it. Now's better than
Alright,
later.
so I'm gonna focus on the wisp here. So in this fight, there's obviously the main demon, and then a bunch of wisp.
Enough!
And heal
You can
mouse.
get off my back.
And take a beating.
I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder? You can get off my back.
Here we go.
Can I get you a ladder?
There we go, we
Get
got
off
it.
my back.
And I gotta level up, but
You
we'll do that
did
after.
it! You actually did it! When you came, I hoped that maybe you might be able to, but I never really thought any of you were worthy.
It's all a little too easy for me, you know.
That is because you are a true mage. One of the few. The others, they never had a chance. The Templars set them up to fail, like they tried with you. I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is hope. You can be so much more than you know.
Yeah, I understand necessity. What now?
You defeated a demon. You completed your test. With time, you will be a master enchanter with no equal. And maybe there's hope in that for someone as small and as forgotten as me. If you want to help, there may be a way for me to leave here, to get a foothold outside. You just need to want to let me in.
No. Nah, it's not my problem, bud.
No. It must be your choice. Quickly now. The Templars are going to kill you. Can't you feel the sword at your neck? They believe all magic evil, the Fade evil. Once you are here, you become what they fear.
I'm starting to think this guy wasn't an actual apprentice.
What? Yes, of course. I mean, I think I was. Isn't that enough? It should be enough. For you?
Maybe they are right about you. Simple killing is a warrior's job. The real dangers of the Fade are preconceptions, careless trust, pride. Keep your wits about you, Mage. True tests never end.
Yeah, that would have, considering the sheer size he was like, that would have been bad. I don't think I would have survived that.
Are you all right? Say something, please. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like?
Stop pestering me, Joan. Come on.
So much for friendship. I'll leave you alone then. And now you get to move to the nice Mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing.
But I passed my test, and that's all I care about.
Oh, I see. I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me.
You're just paranoid, bro.
No, I'm afraid of what will happen to me. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens.
You worry too much, man. It's kind of annoying.
I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Did you hear anything?
All
Is he
right.
alright? Is
Well.
he awake? Why do you care? Are you best
Yeah,
friends now? I'm just curious.
We got through the
That
beginning
Templar Cullen
stage
said
there.
it was the quickest
We got to
painless
level
harrowing
up, so we'll do that now.
he'd ever seen.
As you could see, there's a couple of specializations you can take as a mage. Normally these are not unlocked right away. You actually have to earn them while you're playing. But the cool thing about this game is specializations get carried over to new playthroughs. It saves it for all your future playthroughs. So you just have to earn them once in your playthrough, and then you don't have to worry about making the same decisions every single time to get the same specializations. But they come into later. So think of them as like subclasses, right? So you have shapeshifter. So you could be bears. You could be a spider, a bear, and like wasp and stuff. It's pretty cool. Spirit healer, obviously the healer class. Arcane warrior, you can use actual armor and weapons as a mage, so you can be like an eldritch knight. And blood mage, which is I won't get into yet, but as you'd expect, it doesn't sound very nice, and it isn't. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring up my cunning, sorry. So I can get the better dialogues next time I get a talent. And then I'm gonna improve my willpower and magic a bit. Arcane shield is a really good one, but I can't get it yet. I'm gonna go and grab all the fire stuff is pretty good. Cone of Cold is really good. That's another really important one to get. Rock armor gives you just extra armor. And Mind Blast is like an AoE around you. I think I'm gonna go with rock armor for now. Right. So, just to show you, so there's spells, there's active spells. You use this spell in the moment, and it's usually attacking or healing like this, as well as there's sustain spells, which are spells that are just constantly on.
Awaiting order.
And they taking
like Wendell was.
I don't know what's going on there. They're taking it.
Just thinking about it.
They take a amount of your mana or stamina based off of whatever the amount for the spell is. So as you can see, now I have like a section of my mana at the top left there gone, but I have the armor, the rock armor. So now my armor went up, which is obviously going to make me more durable. So there's definitely a balance where you could do a bunch of sustain spells, but then you couldn't actually use any normal spells, or don't use any sustain, and then you could spam all your active spells. So there's a balance that depending on what you're kind of going for. Other than that, inventory. You have weapons, armor, accessories, usable. Usable items, crafting, etc. So, another cool thing, just like I said with the specializations, oh, and you can also see the stats. So I got a bonus to armor because of that. So you get the skills, you have the spells, and you have the specializations that carry over in runs. But what is pretty cool is you have these weapons that carry over from the DLCs. So this game has multiple DLCs, which will play after the Origin campaign, the original, that will, if you do specific tasks in those DLCs, you can get weapons that carry over to the Origin campaign, which is the original, and the Awakening, which is the second, or the continuation. So you can get things like Blightblood, which is from one DLC, Reaper's Cudgel, which is the hardest one to get, Dragonbone Cleaver, the Sorrows of Arlathon, the Vestments of the Seer, which are, I mean, just look at that. 9 willpower, magic, armor, etc. I am going to wear these, though, because they're really strong. I am playing Nightmare, after all. Blood Dragon Plate, Battle Dress of the Provocator. And then you get these accessory items. Cunning, melee, crit chance, stamina regeneration. I mean, I might as well equip these now, but yeah, and obviously this is really good on a mage. Willpower, spell power, improves blood magic, mental resistance. So I'm going to equip that one. This one's good on more of a melee character. So you get these really powerful items that you can bring into your different stories to make it easier for you. And on Nightmare, trust me, I'm going to need these. So yeah, you get some cool spells, you get items, you get all kinds of crafting stuff you can do. It's pretty cool. And you get the map, etc. So, yeah, I think we're going to end it there. The Mage Origin is probably the longest Origin in the whole game. So I'm going to make it a 2-parter, potentially 3-parter, if I really want to spend time talking to NPCs, doing the side quests. I could speedrun it if I wanted to and just have it be a 2-parter, but we'll see. So we're going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah. I probably going to start putting this out even if I'm getting like 10 views each. I still want to do it because this is just my favorite game of all time. But I would love if you guys actually enjoyed it, and if you guys want to leave comments, I can react to those comments, go from there, and talk about stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you the next time. Alright, thanks for watching.